Let's talk about Raft. Hi friends, and welcome back to Raft. I think it's time we had a discussion about the future of Raft as well as the future of my Raft-focused content. In December, we finally got the surprise launch of Raft to consoles after waiting 2.5 years since the initial release of Chapter 3 on Steam. It was just the Chapter 3 version of the game with no new features. In fact, some features were removed. Now, this was a huge push, and I don't doubt that Red Beat worked hard for this game on the newest generations of consoles. That said, was waiting 2+ years for a simple port with no additional content worth it? I honestly don't know, and a lot of people in my comments are a mix of either excited to try it themselves or saying that this came several years too late. I can't disagree with that sentiment. Red Beat Interactive has never been great about giving timelines for updates or releases, and sometimes those updates and releases can fall a little bit short. Like I said, the console release in December was a complete surprise with less than 24 hours from teaser being available to the game being available on Xbox and PlayStation stores. Before that, the Chapter 3 release had a better announcement window of a week out, but it was certainly up in the air for another 1.5 years prior to that. So we know Red Beat has some communication issues. That's more or less fine. Something else that is actually fine is having a finished game. Not all games are live service or get to constantly have seasonal updates. While I certainly think Raft would benefit from more regular updates in a style more similar to Minecraft, we can't always expect a small indie team to meet those demands, nor does every game truly need it. That being said, I wish Red Beat were more clear with whether or not they intended to ever update Raft again. I myself have covered the infamous "the final chapter does not mean the final update" announcement multiple times, and I wish I could say with any sort of confidence that an update was coming. But the fact of the matter is that I can't do that because we literally have no indication that any update is coming to Raft anytime soon, beyond maybe a few patches to the beta version and potentially the ability to use third-person perspectives on consoles. Believe me, I've seen those comments and I wish I could help you all. I waited anxiously for over 2 years for the console ports of Raft to release, and I couldn't help but be a little let down that after almost 8 years of constant development, this is what Raft amounted to. In case you didn't know, Raft's actually been available for purchase on Steam since 2018, although the beta versions were available in 2016. 6 years is a long time to wait to play a game, and my honest opinion is that Raft is a little bit of a letdown after all of that time. As has been well apparent for the past 3 years, I love this game. And as I have said before and I will say again, I will be Raft's first supporter, but I will also be its first critic. In fact, I made a video more or less on the same topic over a year ago, and very little of my opinion has changed since then. If you're here more for my thoughts on the game and its exact future direction, I'd recommend checking out that video next. But now let's talk about this channel and my content. I genuinely love our favorite ocean floating simulator, but the blunt truth of the matter is that it's a dying game. After more than 1,000 hours, setting a few speedrun world records, and gathering every single one of the 104 achievements available on PC, I think my time as a forward scout is finally coming to a close. There is nothing wrong with a finished game. It just means that there's a finite amount of stuff to do in that game. With the decently limited content that is in the game, I've made videos to cover just about all of it, and I'm rapidly running out of ideas. Now, none of this is to say that I regret making the content that I've made, nor do I regret attaching myself to this game so heavily. Nor will this be the last time I ever talk about Raft on this channel. I have a few video ideas I still want to make, and I intend to see those ideas come to fruition. As you probably know, the 101 Raft Tips Season 2 is actively ongoing and will continue through Tip 101. Because I have higher standards now and I've learned a lot about making content since I started that project, I believe all of the forward scouts on social media deserve better, more concise, and helpful guides. My 101 Raft Tips is what taught me how to make somewhat decent short-form content. My ever-growing list of build tutorials taught me so much about proper planning and allowed for so much artistic growth. I genuinely never considered myself a builder before Raft, and I don't know that I will ever be as good in another game as I am here. It is absolutely insane to me that we've amassed more than 20 million views on Raft content on this channel, and I am so proud of its community and its members. So clearly this will not be the last time a Raft video goes up on this channel, but it does mark the beginning of the end of this era. Obviously, if you follow me, this isn't my normal style of video, but I believe you deserve some transparency about what's coming next. So to ease the transition away from Raft content exclusively, I've been working hard to establish 3 months worth of weekly long-form videos where a Raft video will go up on Friday, but some variety content will go up on Mondays. Over 80% of people said they'd be interested in Let's Play style content from me, so we're gonna experiment a bit with that as well, where I can try out other games people have requested to see, like Valheim, Subnautica, Satisfactory, or Enshrouded. Hopefully that way we can keep everyone happy. I've grown a lot in the past couple of years as a person and as a creator. This also seems like a good time to mention that I finished my master's degree in biology this winter, so I've been a little busy with my academics instead of focusing on making videos. And hopefully within the next year, I'll be able to announce a new project more related to my love of the ocean and science as well, so stay tuned for that. To summarize all of this, I am incredibly grateful for all of the opportunities our favorite ocean floating simulator has given me, and this is a bittersweet Midwestern goodbye. But it's time for me to spread my wings and set sail on some new seas. I sincerely hope you'll join me on those adventures the same way you have for Raft. If this is where we part ways, thank you for your time and your engagement. It's meant the world to me. I hope to see you all again soon, but until then, have a great day.